Stacy, you might want to step back just a touch.
ATF agents, freeze where you are.
It's coming right for us!
Oh, thank God.
Don't move.
Rise up on your feet, son. Rise up on your feet with your hands in the air.
Okay.
Put your hands in the air.
Okay.
Rise up slowly.
Okay.
Calm down.
Wait.
What's your name?
Matt. Please, God, we have to go. They're killers. They're after us. They're monsters.
This kid looked pretty banged up.
What are you just standing there for? We have to go.
This kid is going to let the whole world know where we are.
All right, we can't take him with us. What do you suggest?
We can't compromise the mission.
No, we have to go. Please, come on. What are you doing?
Calm down. Calm down. Be calm.
They're
okay?
out there. They're following it. They're
We want
killers.
Dad to pick you up, okay?
What?
Just calm down.
No. What do you
Calm
mean?
down.
You
We're
can't
calm,
leave
okay?
me here.
Let's get a move on, boys.
Please, we have to go. We have to go. They're following me. They're dangerous.
Stay together.
They're killers. Oh, God.
Don't go! Don't leave me here!
Please, God. Wait.
I think the primary reason the devil monkeys attack people are because they're threatened. Their territory is threatened. They find it as their major means of putting distance between themselves and humans is to let people know, if you don't move on, I'm going to attack you. I'm going to kill you.
Indeed, devil monkeys are very dangerous creatures. They're strong, they're fast, they're really intelligent, and from what I've heard, they're extremely resourceful. You don't really want to wander into the forest of a devil monkey. It may be the last thing you ever do.
All right, as moonshine camps go, this is a pretty well-established operation. You can see you've got a really nice, well-defined still right here. You've got your supply barrels here. You've got bunk tents on the perimeter. There's a supply tent across the way there. Gentlemen, our first position is going to be at the supply barrels. Are we ready? Let's go.
What about me?
You'll be fine. Just stay next to Tybee and keep that camera ready. In a few minutes, we'll have a couple of bad guys for you to film, and we can all go home, all right? Let's move. Tybee, check the back. Guys. It's fresh blood. Tybee, cover us.
Gotcha.
Let's go.
What the hell happened here? This camp looks like it's been ransacked and torn apart.
This is the Alcohol Control Board. We have you surrounded. Come out with your hands up.
Moy, I got something over here. You might want to take a look at it.
What is it?
Not sure. Damn place looks like there was a last stand or something.
Who's out there?
A small town terrorized by a deadly beast. Eyewitness accounts matching descriptions of the devil monkey. And a search party on the hunt to track the creature down. The shocking true story when Lost Tapes continues. South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, 1934. Several major newspapers report eyewitness accounts of a mysterious beast with lightning speed and the ability to leap across fields. Its malicious attacks on local pets and livestock include a trained police dog being mauled and devoured. Fearful for their lives, locals begin toting firearms to defend themselves. A search party is formed, but the creature disappears as quickly as it came. And though devil monkey sightings persist throughout the United States, to this day, its actual whereabouts cannot be confirmed.
Who's out there? Agent West, do you copy? Tybee, cover me.
What is it?
I don't know.
West, you okay? What the hell's going on?
Looks like one of our moonshiners. But he's seen better days.
Why didn't you answer me?
Something hit me from behind. Turned around and there was nothing. Look at all these all over the place.
So just like what we saw down on the trail. Never seen anything like it. Come on, let's get a move on.
Is that them?
Jeez.
More blood? This place is all tore up. I ain't never seen anything like this. They're on the run. Tybee, cover the front of the still. We're going around back.
Copy that.
Got nothing.
We just heard him.
Tybee, move in and secure the still.
Oh my God.
Stace, just calm down.
Oh my God. What the hell was that?
Moy, West, come in! What the hell's going on out there?
What the hell was that?
Moy, West, come in! What the hell's going on out there?
What do we do?
I don't know.
Hey, who's back there?
Stacy, get the hell out of here!
days that followed, authorities recovered the remains of Stacy Foster and all the other members of the operation. Their bodies were severely mauled and could only be identified through DNA and dental records. Matt Jones survived the ordeal and issued a statement to authorities about what he encountered that night. West Virginia lawmakers have since assembled a team of zoological experts to investigate unusual wildlife activity in the area. Though it was clear the attacks were committed by some type of mammal, key questions still remain. What species native to Appalachia could have inflicted such massive damage? How many are there? And do they live among us? Get more lost tapes online, more monsters, more experts, more video. AnimalPlanet.com/lost tapes.